Hi, I'm Erica from Homeschool for Freedom, and welcome to our first YouTube video. I am so excited that you're here, so excited to be recording this. This is our first video, the first time that I'm posting on YouTube about homeschooling, and the reason why it's our first is because we're just new to homeschooling. We just started kind of officially last week with our kindergartner, and so because it's our first video, I'll do a very brief introduction, a little bit about myself, and then I'll jump into what this video is going to be all about. So I am Erica, as I said. I am homeschooling my 5-year-old for kindergarten. I also have a 3-month-old. And so this channel is going to be all about planning for homeschooling and just about our journey in homeschooling in general. I'm a former educator, so I've been a teacher, I have been a principal, and I've held other leadership roles within education. And so I'm excited to be taking all of that experience and providing an amazing education for our children. And so this video and what I plan to do every single Sunday is to record a video of my planning process. As a teacher, I loved planning, and so I already know, and I've already started getting super excited about planning again for homeschooling. And I also, as a teacher, knew that when I tried to use like store-bought planners, it didn't work for me. So I've started to create my own planner, the Homeschool for Freedom planner, and already I'm iterating on it and making it better and different. And you'll see that in just a couple of minutes in this video, because I know that as you plan and as things change in life and in school and all of that, you're going to need something different. And so I'm trying to figure out what will work for me and already making adjustments to the planner and just going to be making it better and better as I go. So I'm excited to take you along on this journey. These videos will be coming out each week, and the hope is that you can pull up this video, plan right alongside me, learn from me, see what we have going on in our homeschool, and then feel free to share what you have going on in the comments with me. So super excited to be building this community and be sharing all about what I learned and how things are going and all of my experience from being a teacher here with you all. So let's get to it. Let's jump right into planning for this week. Okay, at my desk, getting ready to show you the planner and everything I planned for this week, but a little bit of quick context. So we just finished up week 1 of our homeschool, and I was not fully planned for week 1 in that I only planned for basically 3 curricula that I had purchased. And so this week we're adding in another one, and then we'll keep adding because I have a new baby. I have clients from my business that I was running and still am running before homeschooling. I thought it would be best to kind of slowly add things on to our routine and to our homeschooling day. So you'll see that we are planning week 2, and what that we have added in, let's see, we've added in one more curricula to our day. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so I figured I'd show you this section of the planner, and you'll see what parts I did not complete and what parts I completed. So this section, I just have the calendar year, so all of 2024, which obviously we're already in September, but I also put 2025 there, so just so I can have it for easy access as I'm planning. And then I created this like year-long planning that does start with September and goes all the way to August. So in this, I intend to put like important dates that are happening. So for example, the 27th through September 30th, travel to Atlanta because I have a trip that long weekend for one of my clients. So that type of stuff we put here. So I'm planning on filling this out. The other thing I want to put in here is our family trips that we're planning, because obviously one of the reasons we wanted to homeschool, as I've shared, is for travel, be able to travel and teach from everywhere. So this is like the year-long section, and then I get down to the months. So this first month would be for September, and I have I have not added anything in here yet, but I do intend to fill this out. As I shared, kind of just jumped right into this and haven't fully planned everything out completely yet. All right, so let's get into like what I did this week to plan and kind of what I scrapped and what I am keeping for now. So I planned out any meetings and things like that are on the schedule. So I have no meetings on Monday, which is great. Love that for me. But I have some meetings with some clients on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we go to the co-op. On Thursday, clients, African dance. And Friday, we have doctors, and there's a co-op play date. Okay, so this is what my original plan was, this page here. So my thought process was that each subject, or like groupings of subjects, I would kind of plan out in this section what was happening, so what lessons, and then in this section I would have what we were going to do. As I started to get into this, it didn't feel like as detailed for me. So it didn't feel right. And I think part of the reason why is because I'm in a season with my newborn, essentially. I mean, he's 3 months old, but still new baby, where I can't necessarily plan out exactly when everything is going to happen, but I need to more plan out what is going to happen. So I wanted what's going to happen each day. Maybe I won't tell you like what time of day, or I won't be able to schedule what time of day, but I can schedule what day things are going to happen. And I, for some reason, just felt like I couldn't put that in here, but I may end up still using this structure after showing you what I'm about to show you. So what I did, because I was like, I need a fresh slate. I can't, like, I felt just too confined by these boxes here. So I just literally pulled out a piece of blank paper, and I used a pencil because I was like, I know I'm going to erase. As you can see here, like, started to erase some things. And so I started with like circle time, and just every day I intend for that to be the same. So I just put like, what are the steps I want to take every night to get ready for it. So like, I'll change the date, I'll change the addition sentence, I'll change the, like, on Friday or Sunday, I'll change the bottom of our circle time calendar to switch out like the things like the colors, the letters, because we'll stick with those for a week. And then on the board, I'm going to write like our agenda, which like is not going to be by time, but just like what are we doing each day. And then I'll write affirmations. So then I went into the 3 or 4 lessons that I'm for now. This is week 2 that I'm kind of like sold on. I still am exploring science history. I have purchased Blossom and Root. I have purchased another one that's on its way, and I'm thinking about purchasing weekly studies to see what I like best. But what I did was basically I said, okay, we're going to do a read aloud with Blossom and Root using their literature like curriculum, and what are we doing each day. So on Monday we're going to read Alma. It's a book with the title, Alma's in the title. That's not the full title, but just for my planning purposes. On Tuesday we're going to read Chrysanthemum. On Wednesday we check these 2 books out from library, but on Wednesday we actually own this book, My Name is a Song book, so we'll read that. And on Thursday and Friday we'll just repeat whichever one. I'll let my son choose what he wants to read. With literature, which with Blossom and Root literature, they have a workbook, and I actually went ahead and printed it out and put it into a binder for him where he can like write stories or draw pictures rather to retell the story or tell about his favorite part, or answer a question, and I will narrate his answer. So there's nothing really I need to do for that other than just to know what are we reading that day. So that felt good to me once I did that. I was like, okay, I kind of like this structure so far. So now I went on to Logic of English. Is another curriculum we're using. We have not started that last week because last week we just focused on math and teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons curriculum. And so for Logic of English, they recommend that we read Dr. Seuss books, which I have a mixed feelings about Dr. Seuss books, but we're going to go ahead and do that. So I do need to request maybe like 2 to 3. We have some because of my mixed feelings about them. So we'll start with the ones we have, and I'll request 2 to 3 from the library. So I'm going to add that to my library request list. And then I kind of just wrote like very briefly what we were doing each day. The curriculum is pretty much like grab and go, but what we're doing and what I need to do to prepare for that. So for Monday, I want to put the cards that are in this curriculum on the whiteboard. And then Tuesday, I'm going to put the next card on the whiteboard, and I want to make sure I have Legos. The roll card will be put on the whiteboard on Wednesday. Thursday, the next card. And on Thursday, I want to make sure I have some clothes as part of the lesson, like optional to bring in like play clothes, or just honestly because we're not in a school and we're at home, we're just going to use his clothes, like a pair of socks, a shirt. And then I do want to do, because I think he'll be really excited about it, the shaving cream, where he can practice writing in the shaving cream. So I want to buy shaving cream, and we'll make smoothies. I have stuff to make smoothies already because they're talking about in the lesson like blending. So we'll talk about blending, and then segmenting. They talk about that. So I will treat him to a candy bar, which he doesn't eat a lot, and he might not even want it. He's not a big candy bar or candy kid, so we'll see. But I'll buy a candy bar. So I need to buy candy bar and shaving cream today for those lessons. And then Friday is A day. So I just put a reminder that I need to figure out how to figure out logging in to site, because the songs are, back in the day, I'm sure they were sent via, what are they called? Like via a DVD or a cassette tape. But now, I guess it's not a DVD, a CD. Now they're just on the site, so I need to log in. So that feels good to me. And like I said, I probably could have put that here, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then put like buy shaving cream, buy candy bar. So I may go back to using this. I just needed a blank space first to like organize my thoughts. So that's logics of reading. And in math, we are going to review the 10 frame because we introduced that on Friday. And he was just having an off day on Friday and was not into it really. So I'm going to do that portion of Friday's lesson again. And he has learned 1 through 5, which he already knew the numbers. And I talked about this on TikTok and Instagram. He knew the numbers, so I was like, maybe I'm going to speed this up. But I have realized that they're going deeper into the numbers in different ways. So I'm excited about just like going at the pace of the curriculum for now, and even like letting him go really deep. Like, for example, for the number 4, they talked about really helping the kids learn that 2 and 2 is 4. So you don't always have to count. If you see 4 objects, you could easily see 2 and 2 and know that it's 4. And throughout this weekend, I've been talking to him like whenever four things come up. Like, for example, we were playing this morning and he gave me 2 toys and he had 2 toys, and I asked him how many, and he didn't quickly say like, oh, you have 2, I have 2, 4. So he hasn't quite like mastered that piece yet, but that's really good math knowledge, conceptual knowledge. So I'm going to stay at the pace of the curriculum for now. And we're going to create a garden of flowers through with the number of petals for each number, the number of beads on the stem. I'll post a video about it, but that's on happening on Monday. I added this in. Like, this is something I added to the curriculum. It's not in the curriculum. Tuesday, we're doing zero. That's part of the curriculum. Wednesday, we're doing pennies as part of the curriculum, and I need to buy index cards. I think I have some. I either need to like look for them or buy them. Thursday, we are learning about the nickel, and I need to create a store so that he can like buy stuff with the pennies and the nickel. So I want to set that up and make that look fun and exciting for him. And then Friday, we're doing a shopping review because Fridays in this curriculum, they don't have a lesson. So I'll either go on to the next lesson or try to like make my own activity. For this one, I'm going to do shopping review. And then with teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons, we're just continuing. So there's no prep for this. You literally just use the book, and we're just going to keep going. He's doing pretty good with it. We'll add in some extra activities. Anytime we see the letters that we're talking about, I'll pull those out. So this is our weekly plan. This is how I plan moving forward. For now, this I think this is going to work really well. And like I said, I think I'll use this page. I just need to do this structure on this page. So I think it's going to work out. I just, for some reason, needed to break out like a plain sheet of paper. So the other thing I want to show you was something I did to also start thinking about getting myself organized, because this first week I felt a little bit all over the place, and it's okay. It's the first week, and I have a almost 4-month-old, and then I'm homeschooling my 5-year-old. So it makes sense that I'm all over the place. So the 3-month-old, 4-month-old Miles, he's not right now on a schedule. So I looked up a couple schedules online, like what could it possibly look like. So this is like a possible schedule. If we get up at 7, nap at 9, wake up, 2-hour nap, we'll see, right? Wishful thinking. Wake up at 11, go back to sleep at 1, another 2-hour nap, an hour and a half nap. So like this is like ideal, pie in the sky. And if he were to be doing this, here's what Owen could do, the 5-year-old. And so I put them side by side. So let me draw a line down here. This is real scrappy, right? So 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, like if Miles is waking up at 7, then Owen's waking up also and doing his own like independent morning routine, which he has a checklist I created in his room. And then at 8, Miles is playing and Owen is also playing, kind of doing his morning basket independent. Then he goes down for nap, which means then I can do the teaching of circle time, read aloud. These read aloud, is just reading the text, not long. These lessons take 15 minutes maybe, and math takes like 15 minutes. They're both pretty short. So I think all this together, we can like knock out in like 45 minutes or so. And then 45 to an hour, like give myself from 9 to 10. 9 to 10, he's still napping, and Owen is having a snack, playing, and then we do the logic of English lesson. And then Miles would wake up. We would then have Owen go to independent computer time, and we all could go outside after Miles eats. Miles is playing. Owen is having lunch at noon, and during lunch I can do a read aloud of a book that he chooses, or something that's like different than the read aloud we did up here. Nap number 2 for Miles at 1, and then Owen would have quiet time after lunch, which is perfect because that's what he was used to when he was going to preschool. And this is my time, right, to either like do some of this planning stuff or do my client work. Nap number 2, and then more quiet time. And at the end of this quiet time, we do like 30 minutes of science, history, or health. Miles would wake up, and there'd be some independent time, and I could set him up with like an art or music activity, and again, Miles is up, and Owen is like done for the day. Get Miles to bed first. No, so that just went all the way through bed. But this would be like really ideal. We'll see if we can work our way to this. But I decided I wanted to write it out to get my brain like kind of organized and to just have a goal that I'm working towards.